And greetings gamers, and welcome back to Let's Play the History of the Three Kingdoms. Last time we left off, we had just won a time victory as the Sun clan, led by Zhu Yu, in the free-for-all sort of play now mode, as it were. I did this to allow you guys some time to vote for which lord I should play as in the actual scenario. Well, if you're reading the title, you already know who won. Liu Bei. God damn it, Liu Bei. The Curse of the Han will be my ally this time, rather than my enemy. And I would just like to point out, Liu Bei won by just 2 votes behind Yuan Shao. Which would have been interesting, I do admit. As Yuan Shao, you start at war with Gongsun Zan. That's it. As Liu Bei, we start at war with Yuan Shu. And we have a vassal already, which is not bad. So, without further ado, let's get it on. The no resistance in captured cities means that we can capture without having revolts. Assimilate half the culture points means our cultural borders will withstand allow for expansion, as it were. Considering we can't build new cities, we can only use the ones that are already on the map. This is handy. Liu Bei. As you can see, as Liu Bei, the game says it's the easiest thing. We're gonna buff this up to noble. Because God helping, noble's good. And we'll play epic, because why not? I certainly do not see why not. Yes. Promoting units as soon as possible may be unwise, says the game. I say screw it, I know what my dudes are designed for when they are made. If you're making units and you don't know what they're for, then you're wasting those units. You should only build military when you know what to do with it. There we go. So this is the start. The game is loading up. The chaos calls. As Liu Bei, we are the champion of the revival belief. The revival belief is very strong. Looking at our civics here, we start with despotism, private school, corvée, hereditary, Confucianism, and a strong belief. Anyone who's read Romance of Three Kingdoms can attest to that. And considering the whole revival policy and Liu Bei, I'm not going to mess around with that. That's Liu Bei for you. Although, because we start as Liu Bei, we start off with some heroes. Liu Bei himself, of course, Chen Dao, Zhang Fei, and Guan Yu. I'm immediately going to give Guan Yu a Danyang troop. If you saw him at work, you know how powerful Danyang troops are. And well, they are just as powerful now, if not more so. I'm going to allow him to use the halberdier, which leaves Liu Bei a crossbowman, and Chen Dao a crossbowman. We start war with Yuan Shu, as you can see, and don't bother going to peace with him, just conquer his ass. It's not that hard, quite easy really. I shall turn on resources for you. As you can see, we start with a lot of things that we need calendar to use, and therefore that should be more or less your first target, as it were. The first thing you build. Now, what I do here otherwise is send all troops that aren't archers to Xiapi, and then in the cities that have an archer, that should be Xiapi and Guanling, have them build additional workers, while these 2 cities focus on building their defensive archers. You shouldn't be attacked quite soon, especially from the north. If you look north, we have our vassal, Zhang Ba, who has no reason to rebel against you because he's just so damn pleased with you at the moment. North of him is Kongrong. Over here we can see his borders. I think he only has 2 cities. To our west immediately is the Lubu faction, who is at war with Cao Cao, if my memory serves me right, and therefore should lose his country or his province quite soon, which will mean that you are bordered with Cao Cao. Not necessarily a good thing. Yuan Shu, meanwhile, is down here. Now, while we might need a boat to cross it, if Liu Bei would be kind enough to offer open borders, we can now get to our enemy. Naturally though, I suggest you go through the list and get open borders with everyone. Bearing in mind though that the one Danyang troop that you have at the moment is the only one you're going to have for a while, unless you build Mo Ling like I did last scenario, as it were. That is the only way you're gonna get them, because otherwise you do not possess. If I look, where can I see? Maybe the foreign advisor? Yeah, the foreign advisor. Resources. There we go, as you can see. You've got copper, cows, the most common thing. No, that's what I have. What I mean. Info here. Yuan Shu, of course, being the seditious poetry type of man, has opted to rebel against the thing, as he so historically did, and proclaim himself emperor. That is why he has the emperor civic. The only other people who can have this civic are Cao Cao, because he has the emperor, or you need to found a rebellion. As the masters of, or the champions rather, of the rebirth civic, we hate his guts, and are therefore sending everything we have to quell him. Now, in terms of researching, because we have so many things that we need, on all our resources, more or less, the cotton, the dye up there, I think, the sugar, stuff like that, we really want to get calendar first. Trust me, this is not wasted, as getting a calendar will enable you, more or less, to get the Danyang that you so need, especially if you're going to fight Sun Ce, who has Danyang for free. So you really want to take care in that. For the moment though, you need to make use of the one Danyang troop that you have. Meanwhile though, we have our first target here, Chun, Yuan Shu's capital. He has one conscript halberdier and a private guard. Private guard being Yuan Shu's unique unit, and therefore should not be taken lightly. On the other hand though, we have Danyang troops. I think I've proven their usefulness in the past. Bearing in mind, these are the weakest Danyang troops, but still, this is the start of the game, when the maximum attack is 6, while your Danyang troops have an attack of 8. So, if you add a hero to them, especially one as strong as Guan Yu, you should be alright. Case in point, let me demonstrate. We have a 95.3% odds of success with a 0.7% chance of retreat. And Gong Sun Zan has been defeated in combat. Gong Sun Zan was captured and executed. Zhao Yan has succeeded at Gong Sun Zan. Zhao Yan is now leading Gong Sun Zan's unit. That is quite humorous. Now if we send in a crossbowman, what will that do? 22.7%. Yeesh. No, send in Zhang Fei with a 70% odds. It will require you to heal up a bit, but with all the additional troops I'm sending there, we can just move into his territory. 22.1. No, you guys defend. Allow them to recuperate. Not going to have my guys suffer morale penalties. And there he is, Liu Bei up there, doing his thing. Danyang troops have leveled up. This is a 9 transformation thing. It's a special thing with Guan Yu, allowing him to... There we go. It's a special feature that some of the best heroes have. Cao Cao has it, Guan Yu has it. I believe Sun Ce has it. I could be mistaken there. No, he doesn't have it. We would have seen it last scenario. Never mind. What it basically does, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe it adds a special thing to your character. And Guan Yu got another unit under his command, which is groovy. That's why we're going to send them in. And they're going to die. But they're going to weaken those guys. And that's what we wanted. That is indeed what we wanted. Leaving them vulnerable to Liu Bei. Gonna get him to have some combat here to level him up. He's our leader after all, and he has got some nice abilities that we can acquire. Taking that here, we have met Cao Cao, who is cautious with us and will not, he's one of the rare AI that will not offer open borders with you. Unless you actually give him something, you know, that he would want. Yu Chong is pleased with us. He is also revival. He is part of the Liu family. There's no reason why he shouldn't be happy with us. Taken Su Chun now, and this has allowed us. Looks like he didn't have any buildings in this place yet, sort of unfortuitously. We're gonna start off by building a workboat to work those crabs down there. Meanwhile, you should have everyone else come in here. Have them heal up. Our workers are finished there. Go build a mine on that iron. Because we have the strong, excuse me, because we have the strong civic, revival spreads to all the cities that we conquer. And therefore, we will benefit from its bonuses in all our cities. Now we have a worker there. You want to build a workboat to work the fish. Always, in terms, if you have a choice of food or resources, always work the food first. That will allow your city to grow, to work more tiles. This is just normal. Have them heal up. Cao Cao will sign open borders. I would suggest you do this, if only to have like trade with him. Apparently he won't. No, never mind. I thought it was weird, I'll be honest with you. He doesn't usually sign open borders. Now we are losing gold these starting turns, but this is a necessary evil, as it were. Right, we've got our second one out. What I suggest is start building cottages. Have that person get there. We are in June, early June now, or July. Of course it's early July, what was I thinking? Now that we built the archers, start building workboats in all your cities that can naturally work a tile. Now we are going to leave a crossbowman behind to defend that, and head over here to take this city that's over here. As you can see, there's a fat cross there. That's how I know there's a city there. There might be one down here as well, from the looks of things. The thing that looks like it might be a problem is the culture. If I go to war with Liu Bei, I might get cut off here in terms of supplying this city. This city is quite useful as it is a bottleneck. Unless they use Danyang troops or of course use boats, they cannot go from this coast to this coast. It's one of the few cities that allow passage from the north to the south. Sort of very important, as you can imagine. Now in terms of my capital Xiaopi here, I believe what I might do is build cottages on this side and farms on this side. Not that I might need that many farms, to be honest with you, but the farms do allow certain privileges, giving the right civics. Now I could start building the terracotta army, but I will not get it in time. 15 turns will be too late. And I could build soldiers to help the war. I will instead build a school here. Now that they built a workboat, I advise you here to build a floor galley to be able to explore a bit for you. Su Chun, because it's so important and we need to keep it, I would suggest you build walls there. This is of course if you're playing alone at home. Liu Bei was defeated in combat. Looks like he's fighting. Wow, he's only got that. That is pitiful. They are. Cao Cao took his capital. And someone is about to crash the car outside. Let's have you two work together, shall we? Have you go here, like so. It looks like... Did I miss something? Did I acquire... Right, Liu Bei wants allies against Cao Cao. We're not gonna have him. He can survive. Do not mistakenly think that Liu Bei is doomed. Cao Cao sometimes will only take one of his cities and not both. The AI is kind of finicky that way. Naturally, following the old philosophy, unless there's something really nice in these things, there are a few, but you ought to get vigorous first. Increasing your attack is very useful. Guan Yu charging with the Danyang troops here, getting slightly injured, he'll need to rest up, but we took the city without many problems. This place here, you can start by building a worker to work on those rice things, etc. We're gonna leave another crossbowman there to defend that city while we move south and take the other ones. But for now, at least, we should be okay. Build a road there. Let's have a look. That was Liu Bei, or no, that was probably one of his officers rather. There's Cao Cao's army here, you see. He's got a decent army. If you start as an enemy of Cao Cao, you're in trouble in this scenario. He's just got most of his Qing army, I believe, at this time. Looks like someone else leveled up. Vigorous 2 it is. What we're actually going to do, we do need Guan Yu to help out with taking these cities, my best unit, and therefore we can't exactly just ignore him and leave him behind for the others to work as well. The others are there as backup to him, in all honesty. Right, you got that now. Go get the salt. Meng Huo, Tashi Si, both defeated in combat. We'll call this the board, I'm thinking. Can build farms there. That'll be free. That we don't get much food from the cotton. We do get some. Now we'll build farms along here. Then, you know, cottages the rest. You have to bear in mind I won't get any cheat hack stuff like I did from my run through as Sun Ce. We do not have that luxury. Have that, and have you just set him to explore. That should do it. Right, Guan Yu is back in action. Leave one crossbowman and have the rest of you guys head south. You shouldn't meet much resistance at the start, at least, if you're doing what you should be doing, which is crushing him before he can muster a sizable force. It's not exactly hard to do. Now you've done that, build another worker. Su Huang was executed. Wow. Talk about time paradox, folks. Su Huang, one of Cao Cao's best units, known of course through Dynasty Warriors games, was just captured by Liu Bei and executed. Stuff like that, that's what turns the tides of war, folks. Because if Cao Cao runs out of officers, you know, you can't exactly wage war without officers. I mean, you can, but your usefulness is dramatically decreased, and you're basically sending men as meat grinders. I should probably show off some of these units. As you can see, as 3 units for the moment, we have Liu Hua, who was loyal historically to Liu Bei. So as you can see, he has a dramatically reduced price compared to the other people. That is the proof of that. Also, we have Zhang Liao has not yet joined Liu Bei yet, as well as Yu Jin, Yue Jin, Zhu Chu have not joined Cao Cao, Lu Meng has not joined Wu, Garning, of course, has not joined anyone. Looking at the info, we've got Chen Dao here. Because you know who these people are, I'll just examine him quickly. Chen Dao was a famed military general during the Three Kingdoms era of China. Chen Dao joined Liu Bei of Shu at Yu. He fought numerous amounts of battles across the land. Chen Dao was so skilled that he became reputed as second only to Zhao Yun in bravery within the state of Shu Han. He is also the longtime leader of the most elite army of Shu Han, the White Ear Infantry. He does not appear in the novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Hence why no one's ever heard of the bugger. Look, important dude, nonetheless, I think you'll agree. And, you know, he led his own infantry, dude. That's the sort of thing you'd think Koei would go up on. 20 odds, I do not like those odds. No retreat. Zhang Liao was defeated, Gao Shun. Liu Bu, that would indicate that Cao Cao has indeed taken his city. Ah, Liu Bu was executed. Gao Shun was executed. Maybe not. Yeah, Gao Shun was executed. Was Liu Bu executed? Yeah, Gao Shun and Liu Bu were executed. Zhang Liao is now a prisoner, or he managed to escape. Is that why he's seen as free? Yeah, that's probably why he's set as free, because he managed to escape. That doesn't surprise me. The AI is quite good in terms of historical accuracies and things. Liu Bu was indeed executed, as was his advisor and many others under his command. Zhang Liao, as the best of his soldiers, was given a chance to surrender to, or join Cao Cao rather, if you believe maybe the novelization, and at least the adaptations of it. Damn. Saw that coming. I really didn't want to lose troops. But at least I have another one. And that allows Liu Bei here to go in for the kill. And we've taken it. Naturally here you should start building walls. Crossbowmen, send them in here, like so. We are going to need to build more units now though, purely because we need our guys to be good. But we haven't got any more units to defend these cities, so I need to start building archers to garrison themselves in these cities so those crossbowmen can join the front of the war. For the moment though, we're doing extremely well. Gonna have you get drill. Gonna have the rest of you guys get over here. Promote you as necessary, have you heal up. Fortify. And I think I will call this a video. So tune in next time where we build more units to send to the front to push forward and crush Yuan Shu as soon as possible. Until then folks, until then.